Hello everyone and welcome to my photography website. Over the span of the last month, I have been working on this, but luckily I have a hobby that I do thoroughly enjoy, so designing this website was not only fun, but it actually was necessary too. And throughout this video I'll walk you through the behind the scenes of the creation of the website and why I chose what to add and take out. So first let's start off with the first homepage that we have here. So, as you can see, I went with a monochromatic background to serve aesthetic purposes, as color is what makes an image, and these colors do serve as the beginning of photos, just in general. And as you can see as well, is my portfolios listed, my about section, my blog section, and my contact. Each of these will direct you towards that specific page. I went with a white color scheme to match the background here. And beforehand I actually had an entirely different color scheme of red, yellow, and orange, although over time changes were made and I think it has actually improved. And at the top of the page I do have another selection that you can choose from, which will bring you to the same spots, but it serves as a remote for each page to go back wherever you would like to. When you hover over, you can see how it highlights red as well. And at the bottom of my page, you can actually see that I do have a video showcase here. This is an aesthetic video I created not too long ago with strong colors to bring in viewers' attention. This video pans out to show my initials, kind of like a short trailer of my work. Like as you can see here, it shows right there, pops out. So now let's move over to my portfolio section. On my portfolio section, originally I had all these photos within rows, but over time, once again, I realized that these photos would look better this way, more expanded out, so that it fits more properly within the page. And the thing is too, when you click on it, you can see how it brings you out to a more better image that makes it more transparent and brings full attention to the selected image. And I have everything divided into 3 sections here, which is outside, inside, and nature. And I will say that this page does look a lot better when you're actually on mobile rather than on the desktop. It still looks good. I do have a very large monitor, so I will say each image is stretched out a lot more than I would like. But overall though, when you do click on it, it does bring you to a better image. So now let's move over to my About section. And in my About section, you can see it brings me to right here, which shows me last year at the Outer Banks capturing some of the crashing waves in the ocean. And I do have a very short description. It looks especially short when it's very stretched out on this large monitor that I have. But over time, this is an area that I will add more stuff that when I start to compound more interesting things over time. Plus, I do think that simplicity can be very important. How I imaged this page beforehand was very colorful and full of images of myself in a collage. But I do think that this fits a whole lot better, especially with the black and white. Just everything matches all together. And through trial and error, obviously, you will find out pretty quickly what makes sense and what fits. And that is the case here. So now let's move over to my blog section. Now, on my blog section, once again, everything is stretched out, so it looks very small. But you can see that this is a very important page, and I think it is very important because it's a visible public collection of my thoughts and milestones. And shown here, I have 2 very short blogs. Before I actually went with this style shown here, I actually had separate click-it links to official articles, but I figured to keep as much possible traffic on one page is important. Also, once again, you can see how it went with just a more classy, simple list a more classy, simple, colorless scheme. So now let's move over to my contact page. And on my contact page, I have the boxes where you can choose to put in your name, email, and message. And this is important because it provides an opportunity for myself being able to connect, and I can miss out on things. In the future, I'll have to add a service so that all this information can be collected properly. But here you can see once again I do use a reddish tint to provide some color on the website for the send message to draw attention. That is all I have for my website, and thank you for listening and watching, and I hope you have enjoyed.